Welcome to that time of the month where I bombard you with videos, hoping you'll help support THORnews. You can send love and support there. Sure, you can try PayPal and Venmo, but anything digital is flighty. All right, let's get to it. Yeah, we got big problems, man. We got major problems over the middle of the United States. And I don't think the media talks about it that much. Is because a lot of the people in the East Coast are too busy investing in corn futures, knowing that they will go up, and other crops, man. River flooding levels, hold on. The energy's been weird. Oh, yeah. So we have Saturn retrograde, Pluto retrograde, and one other planet retrograde, Jupiter retrograde. So things may be a bit weird. But you know what? It's 2019, and things are always weird. I'm trying to catch up on rest a little bit this month. Want to know why? Because at some point, oh, wow, we're down to 219 rivers flooding. That is technically an improvement. But there has been major mass damage done to the middle of our country. And so we got more heavy rain coming in, affecting Oklahoma, Arkansas, Nebraska, Kansas. And if I got any of the states wrong, just pretend like you didn't notice. Yeah, so we're looking at the weather going in as we slowly waltz into May. And I got a real funny feeling shit is going to get very volcano-y and earthquakey. I got an extra funny feeling around the 11th of May and then possibly the 22nd. But who knows, man? Maybe I'm just making wild predictions now, hoping to get a few wrong. Because so many of my predictions get right, it creeps me out. Let me get back to it. I'm a little rough. All right, so we have these two little systems that are going to converge and come together. We're still getting snowfall at the end of April, which I'm sure has happened before. Probably the last time the gas giants were on the same side, which they are now. And it's going to stay that way for 6 months. I'm definitely rusty. As you can see, we have a lot of flooding areas still in the middle of America, and technically we don't really trust any information the government gives us. I mean, some of y'all may, and that is your prerogative. I'm sure there are people out there who don't think wrestling is fake. It is, though. It definitely is. And to me, that's what politics is like. It's like wrestling, where they act like they hate each other and they argue when they're on the ring, and then when they go in the back room, they cash their checks, they drink their caviar, and then they pee champagne into a catheter. That doesn't make any sense. Like I said, I'm rusty. Things have been weird. All right, so yeah, we got big, nasty storms. We got more storm. We got more snow and sleet busting out over Colorado, and then we'll push forth through Wyoming, Idaho, South and North Dakota. And why didn't they get a West and East Dakota? You know? I know you split that thing up and have Northwest Dakota and then Southwest. My sense of humor is returning slowly. Is this all I had pulled up? I thought I had way more, bro. No? Okay, let's go to the F3 GFS. And I got a feeling, like I've already said, I think the United States of America will get hit by a hurricane in the middle of September. I would guess it's either going to be West Texas, Southwest Texas, or Florida. And then the hurricane that will hit the United States of America in October will hit Florida or the East Coast. I think Florida's getting hit either way. I got a funny feeling about Miami. So that's a real, there's one I think they should get ready. Oh yeah, another thing. I've been partially freaked out because, okay, Australia got hit twice by hurricanes. They call them cyclones, but I'm not going to get into that mumbo jumbo semantical shit. They named them 3 different things. They named them cyclones, hurricanes and typhoons. So at some point, when everybody was getting hit by hurricanes, you'd think, oh, no. I mean, you wouldn't put it all together because they call them 3 different things. But so I'm just calling them hurricanes, and if that bothers you, then THORnews is not the place for you. Okay. What am I talking about, sassily? Oh, yeah, so Australia got hit twice. And then Africa got hit twice. And 35,000 homes were destroyed. 35,000 homes. And so all my indicators indicate that we're going to get hit twice, minimum. And, you know, we got hit twice in 2017. We got hit 3 times in 2017 by hurricanes. 3 times in 2018. I know people may be like, we only got hit twice, but there was like an American colony near Hawaii that got hit, so it counts. So we've been hit 3 times in 2 years. We got hit 3 times each year the last 2 years. And we have literally done nothing. We have improved our hurricane response by 0. We've come up with like 0 new ideas as a country on how to prepare and deal with these earth weather changes. So, you know, I guess it is what it is. You know, I saw Avengers Endgame. I didn't like it at all. It was neat. I saw it with Apollo. We walked out. I lit a cigarette. Still do now. He goes, what'd you think? I said, I didn't like it. And he goes, I didn't like it either. And then I was really happy. It's nice to have a good best friend, you know, you can relate to. And some people may not have seen it, so I won't even say why. But all I will say is this, that I lost my stepfather, one of my heroes, about a year ago. He's gone, man. He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. Science ain't going to save him. I'm saying? Okay. And another thing, I know I mention this all the time, but back in like 2000, before the big crash, 2000 and the big crash, 2008, they used to say, these mortgage-backed securities are totally backed up by the supercomputer. It was a lie. So like anytime they talk about quantum computing, it's pretty much a lie. Like it's all they sell us so much bullshit, dude. So much of the stuff we know and believe is true is bullshit. What a weird world we live in. So yeah, major storms, worst THORnews weather video ever. I'm okay with it. Getting back in the groove. Last 2 months have been weird. And, you know, it's pretty depressing because we know we're just like 2 months away from hurricane season. Nobody's going to prepare. Not nobody, like it's you guys. You guys do great. And if there's one thing that I appreciate, one of the tenets of Fight Club is stay alive. If a storm comes your way, I expect you to survive. I expect you to have done the things that you will hopefully survive. And so we're all pretty educated now. And, you know, this isn't our first season. This is literally my senior season of kicking ass at hurricane season. And it's a good time to be reading Cranky Weather Guy's blog because it's gotten really dicey on Twitter lately. He doesn't do Twitter anymore, and who can blame him? But he always has a blog daily, which I usually leave link for you on information stuff in the information box. And yeah, we got major storms rolling over the middle of America again. Hey, Texas, we're going to be definitely going through a wet period over the next 2 weeks. As what it is, like, honestly, the volcanoes in Mexico and Guatemala, Fuego, Colima, and Popocatépetl have been going off like crazy all year. Popocatépetl has been the most active above all, and so what's happening is it creates that like higher pressure system, and then the colder moisture air goes over the heat that is created and then up through Texas. And so we are going to be seeing, although right now must have had a cool down period because you get some of that moisture moving over Mexico. And wow, look at that system hitting Venezuela and the areas. Yeah, so I mean, put us on high alert through May or whatever, to the end of the hurricane season. And what I want to know is, because there's this weird thing that goes on with the GFS, and this is very talky. Is that GFS does this wonderful thing where it starts to put out modeled hurricanes that aren't real. But it does it for like a month. And then people get upset when I show the modeled hurricanes to people. And that's actually fun, because anytime the models are going to show a hurricane, I'm usually going to show it just because it is a possibility, and it will show us that a lot of times the hurricane that it showed us, we may see a hurricane like that in that same area a month later. So the models do some tricky stuff, and just like NASA, while everybody's complaining about it, usually they're slipping really good information to us between the cracks. So, yeah, sure, a lot of the info's bullshit, but some of it's really good. So you have to discern what the good stuff is. And that's what I'm here for, I guess. Why are we here? What is the purpose of life? It's to love, to live, and have fun. Family, friends, animals. Nah, I'm just talking. So yeah, luckily, there's been a high pressure zone over Europe that has been knocking a lot of the moisture north, although they just got hit by a hurricane type thingy. I think France and, I don't know, there's a lot of flood. There's major flooding going on in Indonesia. I know Spain is having big problems. Like I said, Africa is totally devastated. But, Americans didn't care much about Puerto Rico, so they extra don't care about Africa, even if it's a major warning. We could be doing a lot more together to prepare for this. What exactly? I don't know. We don't, until we realize we got to work together. I don't think that. Unfortunately, it seems like it's going to take a really big catastrophe for people to wake up and work together. But here's the deal, man. In that situation, if we start to have a major catastrophe or two, that is the situation where we won't have a choice. We'll just get shit forced on us. It's kind of like 9/11, or we didn't know 9/11 was coming, and boom, the towers fell, and it was almost like our government knew it was coming and was in position to implement all this stuff and invade the countries they wanted to invade. And so we were rocked back on our heels. We got caught off guard. And so it's kind of like, like if a hurricane wipes out Miami this year, and then the government will be like, oh, we have to do all this stuff for your benefit. And it's not really for our benefit. So that's why it's best for us to work together ahead of time before the problems happen. And so we know we're going to get hit by hurricanes this year. All right. I'm getting all my rustiness out of the way. But yeah, we got major storms coming. And it's almost hurricane season. And I still love you. Okay. Sorry, this video sucked. Peace out.